How's it going, everybody? I am the Barangoat, and welcome to the BattleBots Reborn Cup Season 2 video summary. I don't know what exactly to call it. I'm making this video because obviously now it's after the cup is completed, which took months of editing and a whole summer to show, and goddamn, it was a lot of fun. 13 amazing episodes. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, though, before we wrap up the season. I got a lot of thoughts in my mind that I kind of want to get out to you guys. And not only that, we're also going to talk about some proposed changes that may or may not be implemented before we start up Season 3. So I hope you're able to watch this in full and get ready to take some notes. I know, you probably haven't started school yet, but take some damn notes. I've got this broken down into 3 categories. We'll talk about the things I didn't like about this year, things I really liked, and then we're going to talk about all the changes at the end. So let's start with the bad. First up, congratulations to Sunowayachi for winning. Unfortunately, I did not want you to win, you motherfucker. That may come as a surprise to you guys when you know that as a bot I highly prefer and have been watching since he won the real life Season 3, and I was very upset when Poison Arrow kicked his ass in ABC Season 2. But I did not want him to win, simple as that. He won Season 1, and I wanted something different. I thought, all this new stuff is happening, it would really be nice to have a new winner, and unfortunately, got the same guy that is holding the title. Now, obviously this new Sunowayachi build, you saw him first in Dream Matches Episode 4, he took on Minotaur, kicked Minotaur's ass twice, and I think from then on, we all knew he was deadly, and we all knew he had a good shot, and he was a favorite going into this season. I guess it's crazy to think, no shit. It happened. A couple particular reasons why I'm annoyed that he won. The first is because of that fight against Overhaul. I know that a lot of you guys had some gripes about it. You thought that maybe it should have gone the other way. And I'm not going to say I agree, because quite frankly, I have no idea if I got that right. We knew once the fight was filmed, that was going to be a close fight and a tough fight. We didn't know what to do, Sam and I. So we brought Cole in, we did the scoring, and it came out 24-21. So then what happened was, we filmed the rest of the tournament, and it turns out he won it, with all the fights you saw. And then, afterwards, after that final, I just sat there with a very bad feeling in my stomach, and I talked to Sam, and I was like, we gotta go back and review that fight. We basically, and this probably would have been very, very wrong if we had done this, but we went back and looked at the overall fight after the whole season was already filmed, and we tried to score it to give Sunowayachi a defeat. We tried to give Overhaul the win with the scoring, and quite frankly, we couldn't figure out any possible way. With the vague rules that we have, might I add, because a lot of Sunowayachi's damage came because of his front spikes, whereas if we make some rules up for Season 3, that might not have counted, and he most definitely would have lost by a few points. But based off what we've done so far, we gave him the win 24-21, and after a long headache of thinking about it, I finally said, you know what, this is right. I don't see any way he lost this fight, but he came close, so that's what it was. The thing I always fear is that you guys will think certain fights are fixed. You guys know I'm very open. I will tell you anything that happens in filming or any sort of part of the production. I'll tell you guys what's up. Nothing was fixed. We had a lot of talk over that fight, and as I told you, like, we couldn't think of any way that Overhaul could have gotten enough points to win. Besides that being the main thing that pissed me off result-wise, there were other bots that I was disappointed with their performance. I was very disappointed with Mechavore, I'm gonna say. I thought he was a very good bot. He was very well when I recorded him. He fought very well with, I think, only 1 defeat. And yes, he came up against Warhead, who was a good rebuild and proved it by making the semi-final. I just felt like Mechavore could have done better, and part of it, I think, Sam's probably going to hear this, she was driving him against in the Warhead fight. Nightmare was another one I was upset about. I love Nightmare, I love Jim, and I just really, really wish in any form that Nightmare could win a title. He's probably not going to do it in real life in his current form. I think I've talked about this with some subs. I've put it on Reddit before. How do you make Nightmare a champion with his current design? I think the answer is you can't. Even with, like, wheel guards, with a good working tree neck system for flippers, I don't know. And I feel bad for Nightmare. He's gone out in the first round both seasons. I wish he could have gotten a few wins. I'd like to see him go far at least, get to a quarterfinal. I don't know if he can do it in BattleBots Reborn Cup. And of course, the other huge one that you guys had a big gripe about, which I was with you in your corner, Stinger. He won. He won to me, and I will fight that to the grave, because that's how sure I am. So fuck you, Sam, and fuck you, Cole, because I think Stinger won that goddamn fight. That's all the bads I can think of now. Let's get into the goods. There was a lot of different stuff this year that I thought it was just a drastic improvement from Season 1 to 2. First up, I think the graphics. I had a lot of help with Sam to cut out all the bot pictures, to find a good background for what we used, for bracket picks, to make the bracket. She was incredible, so make sure you guys thank her for all of her help in the comments. I just love how everything looks. I'm going to pull up a little picture of a bracket here. I was very happy to get the actual shape of the boxes for what BattleBots used for drawing. Took a little bit of precision in Photoshop, and everything just looks so beautiful. I was incredibly happy with it, and it's probably what we're going to be using for the future. Second one, this one was a big one to me. The casual approach in the studio shots, plus the freedom given to Cole. If anyone remembers from Season 1, we wore button-down shirts, we had like jacket tops, we looked really nice, we tried to be professional, and that's not easy for Cole. You guys know him decently well. He's a jokester. He likes to make jokes, he likes to laugh. So before we started this season, I said, you know what, I'm going to try something different. Let's not wear the same getup. Let's wear something just casual we'd wear to go outside and go hang out with friends. And Cole makes some jokes. And quite frankly, he kicked ass, I think. He made not only a lot of good bloopers, but he, as himself, the jokes he made, the things he added, I think were very, very funny. And I just hope it gave it a more homey, more personal feel this time. I thought it did. The only problem then Cole has, he's got to speak up a little bit. And I know you guys, I'm sure you had a hard time. I had a hard time listening to him when I was trying to make the edits. That's right now, I think, one of his only gripes. But everything else in those studio shots, he did well. Music and structure of the editing. The music choice, the music that I found, it was all from YouTube Creator Studio. I just happened to loop them. I made a couple edits beforehand. I looped the audio just on its own, and I loved it. I absolutely loved the music choice. I thought the pre-fight introduction music, that little dun-dun-dun, whatever, it was actually the beginning, if you caught it. It's the beginning of the trailer music. I felt it created good suspense, and the studio music was odd. I mean, odd in a good way, because it made me think of some kind of video game army kind of thing. It was nice. I thought it was pleasant. If you guys didn't think so, let me know. But as far as I'm concerned, that's the music for the rest of this, the rest of the cup ever. Improved bot quality. This is one that every time we have a season, it's always going to be on the up. The first season of 22 bots, there were some very shitty recreations. Shouldn't have made it. Bronco, Son of Waiachi, Baller was pretty shitty as well. Tombstone could have been better. There was a lot of very bad robots. This year there were still some pretty bad robots. Megatento was fucking disgusting. Minotaur was nothing like he should have been. Panic Attack was pretty bad as well. Razor was bad. Poison Arrow was bad. I got a lot more time to build up the bots that were already in the cup, the original 22. You guys sent in a bunch of bots. Last Season 1 there were 0. This year I didn't count. Bot quality improved, and it's going to continue to improve with a bunch of new fan builds. We've got new fan builds of Nightmare, Ghost Raptor, Kilohertz, Mortis, Panic Attack, Bite Force, Megatento, and that's not counting any fan builds of bots that will appear for the first time. So a lot of new good-looking bots. It's going to be a lot better. And then I think the most important good thing about Season 2, and I think you guys will agree, it has an identity now. It found its identity. What I mean by that is for Season 1, I used a lot of Mark Bureau and Farouk Teed introductions, and I used BattleBots music for more than just the fights. I was trying to make it too close to Comedy Central BattleBots, and it was just not working, especially with the bad clips I had. This year, a lot of things changed, as you notice. I recorded and wrote and recorded introductions for all of the bots. I picked out new music. I did so much different, and I love it because now that's what BattleBots Reborn Cup is. The music choice that we have, the graphics that we use, the deepened voice I made for those with Adobe Sound Booth. We're not old BattleBots. We're not ABC BattleBots Comedy Central. We're BattleBots Reborn Cup. That's our identity. It's like Ahog, Banter Wars. I know you guys all watch that. He's got his own identity with his own graphics, own editing style, and studio shots. And now we have ours as well. That was, I thought, the best thing that happened in this season. And I can't wait to continue it and to improve it, because there's still things that could be improved. Alright, strap yourselves in. Time for changes. I know this video's been long. If you're still here, thank you. But this is the meat of this. We're changing probably a lot for Season 3, because Evolve or Dissolve. If we don't make changes that will make people want to watch this, then this may fizzle out one day. There's definitely going to be a Season 3, and I want to make it incredible to guarantee a Season 4, which is already highly probable. Season 5 is highly probable. How far do you guys want to go? Just pick a number. We might get there. First thing, commercials. So I had this idea of promoting your guys' work on your channels, and I thought, okay, we're almost at 600 subscribers. I should get quite a few commercials from you guys. And I got 3! I got 3 from Evil Toaster, Madiator, and Doodle. So thank you, gentlemen, for sending in your commercials. But for the rest of you, shame. Because I know you guys have some stuff that you work on, and you didn't make a commercial, assholes. I was made to realize there are other things I could be promoting too with the commercials, like the BattleBots and RoboWars subreddit, the BattleBots wiki, or game tech mods. Also, I could be promoting the fact that we actually have a BattleBots Reborn wiki. It's been started by a fan, and I've been helping to add stuff in as well, so make sure you guys check that out. I'll put a link in the description. So basically for the commercials, I want you guys to have your input. Should we keep them, or do we just scrap them? It wasn't executed the best, and I know we can do better. We could give it another chance, or we can just say, fuck it, this is dumb. A big one is writing rules. So, this has been started because of some of the judges' decisions that you guys did not agree with, especially Stinger and Witch Doctor. I think that was the one that really sparked the discussion, is that we need to actually write down the rules. I mean, yes, BattleBots has a set of rules about aggression and strategy and control and all this shit, and damage, of course, that they go by. Do we use theirs? Do we make up our own? There's a lot of stuff to talk about like that, not just scoring. We'd also have to consider like a specific one, the use of ram plates. Do we ban them? Do we make a new part in the game that has no attack, so it's like bots like Witch Doctor that need extra defense? I'll make a special part that's also a ram plate that has the same health but doesn't cause damage. So then that way some bots that need ram plates have a chance. So bring in your ideas of different specific rules we should write, especially with ram plates. If we ban them, change them, what we do with them. Fight skipping. I hate to tell you guys this because we've not done it for 2 seasons, but come season 3, there is no debate on this, we are going to be skipping fights. The reason being is because with all the bots I have right now, all the heavyweights I've been sent to me that I've put in videos or that are just ready to be put in videos, 76 robots are going to be in Season 3. Possibly. That's the max right now. And quite frankly, that's going to be ridiculous. A ridiculously long tournament. We can't do it. There's no way I can show you every fight, especially some of them have been pretty fucking boring. There was one episode in particular, somebody didn't like all 4 fights. You know what? That's what's going to help evolve this series. Skipping fights. I can just pick out the most boring or some of the shorter ones. And I've been thinking about how many videos that it should be anyway. I think 13 this year was too long. I'd realistically like 10, but if the field keeps increasing to what it is, I might have to just do 13 every time with skipping fights. Better BattleBox Arena? So there is a DSL arena that I'm very much aware of that is legit the BattleBox. It's got all the hazards, the spike strips, the pulverizers, regular kill saws, Hellraisers, which I fucking hate, so I kind of don't want to do this arena because of that. Years ago when it first came out, it was not really stable, but I've been told that it's been fixed a little bit. I don't know if I'd have to put all of the bots and this arena on DSL just to use it. I don't know if there's a stock version. I highly doubt it, but we could make that upgrade to a better arena. The benefits of this would be more chance for upsets, a increase in the chance of flippers doing well now that they can cause damage to their opponents, evolving again because we're not just using a crappy combat zone. So there are definitely benefits to that. I'm open for using this arena as long as Action Cam works well with it and it doesn't lag badly. Bot quality, I mentioned that it's always going to be improving, and once we start Season 3, it's really going to pick up with some new fan builds replacing my crappy builds, but also me repairing bots that need it. So Sanawayachi has gotten some cosmetic changes. I've put a picture up of him now. He's got a more realistic looking 3-prong wedge kind of contraption he had in 2016, and he's got tri-bars. And then someone like Beta, who never looked similar at all, he's got a new build where I think I love the accuracy on it. I think I got it pretty well with SRAM plates, so he's in trouble against horizontal spinners. I don't know if he'll make a final the next season, but we'll see. And then the final thing to talk about, judging the fights. So I think it was the overhaul Sanawayachi fight, which is going to be so memorable and controversial. Somebody basically came in and was like, alright, these judges don't know what they're doing. Quite frankly, it is rather difficult, I will admit. Watching it on TV and thinking that's a bad judge's decision, it's tough. There's a lot of different things to look for. But it's especially difficult with Sam and Cole because they don't know as much, I guess. This is not an insult. They are very new to BattleBots. I'm very old to BattleBots. I've been there since early 2000s. What I mean by that is, like, there's certain maneuvers or certain things that happen in a fight that they don't see the way I see it. For example, Stinger versus Witch Doctor. I gave Stinger some damage points because Witch Doctor getting flipped around, you saw the red as his blade would hit, and then he was sometimes thrown on the hazards. Stuff like that. Now that might not have changed the decision, more would have needed to change that decision, but that's just one in particular where it's like you gotta have that eye for it, you know? It's been proposed we could do fans. We could have 3 of you guys be the judges. What I don't like about this is that 3 of you outside of my comfort zone know the results. I mean, over time you can prove your ability to keep a secret. I know we can keep it silent because Cole doesn't care enough to even know the cup is happening. I am not gonna ruin anything for you guys because I feel horrible. Sam similarly, but also with her not being involved in our community as much, she isn't around to spoil it, and she would feel bad and doesn't care about ruining results for people. You know what I mean? In a good way. So it's not like oh, I don't care, this guy won the tournament. So it would be difficult to keep everyone silent or hinting at anything. It would be tougher to get this done quicker because if we have fights that go to a judge decision, if Sam and I record the round of 64 in one day and there's 5 decisions, and I email 3 people, here are the fights, let me know what your scores are. I have to wait for everyone to respond, and then we can start the next round. It's going to increase production time, and I don't like losing that control. I think I'm going to not do that. I do want to hear your opinions, and I want to say I don't want to do it because if we write out rules, it's going to make our judging decisions easier. So if we say active weapons are the only things that can score the damage points, if your ram plate wedge causes damage, it doesn't count. Then we can say, okay, this doesn't count, this doesn't count. Oh, okay, well that bot's won. It's going to be a lot easier. I know I'm up to the task. I know Sam can be up for the task. He tasked my brother with all the shit he's got going on. Maybe Cole can get a little bit better coaching, or we could coach one of Sam's friends. So yeah, to summarize, there were some things I didn't like results. I didn't like Wayachi winning, or Nightmare Mechivore Stinger going out too early. The views dipping I thought was a little annoying as well, but can be fixed. I can improve editing. But some great stuff happened. We found our identity mainly with good music, editing, graphics, Cole's casualness. And there's a lot of stuff we can talk about changing for Season 3, which is a long way away. But you know me, I love to get ahead. We filmed Season 2 of BattleBots Reborn Cup in December. It didn't start till May. That's how ahead I like to get on things. I've got plenty of time to plan it out. I don't have school in the way this time, but I'll have a job for Season 3's progress. Or not, depends on how my ACL stuff goes. Oh man, this is going to be such a long video. If you're still here, thank you guys for watching so much. I hope you've enjoyed some of this. I hope you've learned some stuff about how I thought about Season 2, because now I can actually spill out all the secrets I've been holding inside, like hating that Sanawayachi won. Hopefully Season 3 can somebody fucking beat him. I know I shook the camera, I saw it. The faster we talk about this stuff and figure out some of the change possibilities, maybe I can even start it earlier if I get early, if I keep plowing away on videos. But we're also going to Robot Wars Reborn Cup next. Yeah, get ready for that. Check out its trailer. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. I really hope you guys watched all the way.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to BattleBots Reborn Cup.
Oh, and he attacks Extreme face on!
He's lost the blade!
Oh, and Stinger's under him again.
Oh! That's gonna be the end!
Stinger finished by Son of Biopsy.